Previously on the Goblin Market. In the aftermath of the temple's collapse, Diphthong and Schwa Hema led a weary band of Bellanand survivors across the rotting landscape to a place of promised deliverance, the Great Library of Bellanand. There, amid ruin and ruinous faith, a new dawn arrived as Desdemonda, lantern in hand, carrying the souls of the Reams and 3 willing hosts, surrendered themselves to the goddess of Shantae, or so they thought. Let's find out what happens this week on the Goblin Market.
To the river they tread, only to be swept away.
Morning and evening you may hear the cry, candies and berries and baubles to try, sweet to the tongue and sound to the eye, but heed words of caution when you then decide to come by, come by, come by, come by, come by.
Just beware the Goblin Market.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. You are listening to the Goblin Market of the Dungeon Dads Network. As always, I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I am joined today, back in the flesh, by Tim Carr, fresh off his vacation. What's up, Tim?
Oi! How's it going over there? No, I'm fine.
Hey, that doesn't sound anything like a Boston accent, Tim.
No.
Cheers, cheers, Tim.
Sam.
Sorry, it's Tim Carr.
Tim Carr.
Tim Carr.
There you
here.
go.
I just
There you
parked
go.
my car back at the car park.
Oh, too much. Hey, do less. I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you edited that last episode with the totally offensive Boston accents. Unfortunately, it may come up again today.
Oh no!
Right.
I was
Speaking
not
of which,
forewarned.
also Sam Frank,
Heyo,
back in Charnak, the botanist. What's up, Sam?
in the flesh,
In the flesh.
in the new flesh.
Yeah, well, you're still in the lantern, so, you know. And fresh off his stint as DM, John Watson. What's up, John?
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
That was
baby.
awesome.
I had a good time. It was a blast. I enjoyed playing with you guys for a little bit.
I cannot wait for this campaign to end so you can take over and start DMing the next campaign. It's going to be fucking awesome. We're going to fuck with you so much. I don't know if you got a taste of that yet.
You guys are always fucking with me. It's fine. That's all right. You pass me the ball. I'm passing it back to you.
Okay. So let's get right down to it. So Desdemonda carries you in this lantern, and she's got a sack full of armor, equipment, magic items, perhaps, I don't know, that she has brought for you. And somehow she knew there would be 3 willing, ream is not the right word, 3 willing participants in this fight that's to come. And she has armor and things for the right size people. You see the people who are standing there. Oh, my notes are fucked here. John, who is left? Who survived?
So I believe it was an elf female. It was a dwarven cleric and a half-orc.
And a half-orc. Okay.
And then the Hema brothers.
And then the Hammer brothers. That's a half-orc and a half-elf.
It's getting pretty dark in here, brother.
Yeah. So you walk in and you realize that this lantern that you're in is just sort of bathing the room in light. And you arrive and Desdemonda says, "Say the prayer now. Say the prayer, my children. It is I, Shantae." And they drop down to their knees and they begin to pray. And I'm going to ask you all to give me whatever your casting stat is, your primary casting stat. Give me a check, no bonuses, except your casting, your, just a straight wisdom, charisma, int, whatever your casting stat
Charisma
is.
check. All right. 11.
Okay.
24, baby. The nat
okay.
20.
Holy
Awesome.
shit. Okay, so I
Overpowering red light.
I am a marshal and therefore don't really cast. Can Constitution be my casting stat?
No, it's whatever the stat is that someone would use to that you would use to dominate person. So like you do
still got
cast
one
dominate
high
person.
ass mental stat.
I'm going to go with wisdom
Okay.
on this.
What's your wisdom?
It's a 14.
That's pretty good.
It's not incredible, but it's pretty good. 13.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized that's why your Kyber can do shit.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why.
So Tim,
Yeah.
your red glow, you're looking out of this lantern and you see the three people sort of drop down to their knees and they begin to say this prayer. And you do not concentrate on the words at all, but you see that what they're doing is they're casting something on themselves. And this is a cantrip that is called Zone of Trust. And the effect of this cantrip is anyone that casts this on themselves has disadvantage on all spell saving throws that they would roll.
Okay.
And you watch them do it and you immediately sort of you're a sorcerer. It's like in your blood. You don't know exactly. You couldn't do it exactly the way they did it, but you know how you could bend the weave to cast this spell or to teach someone how to cast this spell. Okay.
So I've basically learned this cantrip.
You've learned this cantrip, Zone of Trust, and you can teach it to others.
Okay.
Okay. And they cast this, and you see that their heads all roll back, and their eyes are entirely white. And Desdemona says, "Go now, take the bodies." So,
Are there like 5 of them?
there's 5 people here, but there's 3 people who are down praying.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And here's what I'm going to do. I want you all to roll me a d4. Highest wins.
3.
Okay.
3.
Uh-oh.
John, you better roll a 4.
Better roll a 4 on my D4.
You guys suck. These are all
How's
threes.
that possible?
Okay.
All
All
threes.
right. I just should have chosen a bigger die.
How about a D20?
Go ahead
You
and do a d20.
Tom,
for
you
me.
should just roll a D3 with one of us each assigned to a number.
That was a 12. Hold on a second.
Okay. So,
Are we rolling? We're rolling a 20. Is that what we're
I
doing?
rolled
20.
a 3 on a 12, but I rolled a 12 on the 20.
yeah.
14.
I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4
Okay.
on my D20.
Tim, you can have a half orc, you can have an elf, or you can have a dwarf. The elf is female, and the half orc and the dwarf are both male.
I'll take the elf. Do I have to speak in a French accent?
You do not. You do not, but you are absolutely encouraged to do so. Okay, Sam. You can have a half orc or you can have a dwarf.
I am going to take the half orc.
Okay. John, you got a dwarf.
All right, I'll take the dwarf.
Okay.
Dark skinned, white bearded dwarf.
There you go. I love it. So you all enter these people, and it is sort of instantaneous that it doesn't feel like you normally do when you have a ream. You feel secure in here, but you do feel a lack. Like your body is nowhere near you, and you do not feel the same way about the lantern that you do when you leave your body. It feels the way when you had the fight against King Bodum and your bodies were thrown out of the plane, and it felt like you had been cut off entirely. You didn't know if they were dead or not. You feel it's a little bit like being stuck in here. Like it's unnerving. And standing in the room with you, you have Desdemona and you have these three guys, and you have two other people here. You have a half-elf that looks like he's coming down from a real bender. And you have a half-orc that is sort of knocking the dirt off of his body. And they look around, and the half-orc says, "Holy shit, brother. I think that just happened. Did you see that? Did you see that flash of light?"
Well, yeah, brother, I couldn't miss it. It was a big flash of light. What
Do you know what I'm talking about, though? These people, they said they were going to be taken over by the priestess. Hey, dwarf there, dwarf.
What?
What happened to your voice, dwarf?
This is my voice. What are you talking about? This is how I talk.
What the fuck is happening here, Schwa?
I don't know. Looks like they got taken over by the Holy Spirit.
That's a pretty damn changing Holy Spirit.
They're on a mission from God now.
But that God doesn't look like so much of a God now that lantern went out. And Desdemona says, "Friends, I think that you may have played a small part in preserving this city. I ask you if you would guard this wall where the chalk of that door exists, and keep it safe for us, and we will give you safe passage out of the city and all the food and all the sleep that you could want."
Yeah, as long as it's not sleeping forever, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, right. Hey, listen, we just need a little something, a little food or something here. I just need like one roll, like one roll, 2 rolls, something.
Like just between 6 and 8 rolls.
Just
That's all
between
we need.
7 and 12 rolls, and then I'll be good to go. And Desdemona waves her hand and says to you, Schwa, "Tell me, what are we looking at outside?"
Well, I believe the technical term is it's real fucking bad out there. Like there's things eating things, unnaturally dark, and there's a bunch of creepy crawlies trying to eat anything that goes out there.
But have you seen any necromancers? They would have purple eyes.
Mostly I seen necro everything, but nobody with no purple eyes.
Very well. And she looks over at the three of you in your new bodies, and she says, "I will walk with you with the lantern. Remember all that you learned about this place. Remember the maps. Remember the histories that you studied. I do have to confess one thing. This is the place where I come from. This is my home. You are here to help me fulfill my contract."
Can we trust these monks to guard our exit?
I'm no fucking monk, okay? I've been with lots of girls, and mostly boys, but, in a monk, not in a monk kind of way. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, you were just referring to each other as brother a lot.
He's my actual brother. That's why. And
Charnak does not believe this.
He does not look like you.
We don't have time to get into it. We will protect your fucking, put the door.
Thank you.
What do you have in your sack, Desdemona?
Here, come get the things that you requested in.
All right, I reach in and I pull out my belt of hill giant strength.
Why would she be carrying? Oh, I guess that's right. We're gaseous formed.
Yeah, you were gaseous formed. All right. So here's what I need to do, John. All right. Belt of Hill Giant Strength, that's rare, right?
That's rare.
I mean, for sure the Azure Foundry has it. The problem is they did not give you the original. This is one that they made.
Okay.
So
All right.
it works. It works exactly as the other one works.
It's just like the Temu version.
It's yeah. It's just
It's just made out of imitation leather, which is just as good but cheaper.
Well, it's just a normal Belt of Hill Giant Strength. It actually like immediately like melds to the right size of your body when you're attuned to it, and you are attuned to it. Your body and soul are, but you're now occupying a dwarf, and he is stout in the middle, and so the only way this thing works is if you sort of like put your arm through it and you have it sort of like a sash almost across your body. But you feel it kind of working. And give me a persuasion check to see if the guy who sold or gave this to you needs it back after this mission.
Okay. This is going to be awesome, guys.
Okay, wait, but let me tell you what the DC is. It's a rare item.
Yeah, it's a rare item.
But these guys really want you to be in it forever. It's a DC 12.
DC 12? All right. I've got a -1 to persuasion, baby.
Oh no. Okay, well. Okay.
I'm doing my ultra body too.
Okay. Let's have it.
10.
Okay. He definitely wants it back, but he wants it back to see if he can improve upon it.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
He's not sure. All
right. Maybe I can talk to him a little bit more. Maybe I can get my friend to talk to him.
Did anybody else have anything they're pulling out that they need to let me know about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out a Bloodwell vial.
Ooh, what is this?
Okay. So this may not be as useful in this situation, but it is a little more of a long-term selection. It's from Tasha's. But basically what it does, let me pull up the thing so I can read it properly here, is every time I spend a hit die, I can restore 5 sorcery points.
Wow, that's great.
And it also provides, based on the rarity, a bonus to, where is it? Again, a bonus to spell attack and to the saving throw DCs of my sorcerer spells. So uncommon is a +1, rare is a +2.
Nice.
So
you're going for the +2, right?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I thought, maybe depending on the roll, it turns into the +1 based on how you explained it before. But we can see what it is. It sounds like the situation is a little bit different than what we talked about a couple of episodes ago.
Here's the deal. If you fail on this roll, I will give you forever without having any. There's just there's no smaller version of a Hill Giant Strength belt. Right? Like, I mean, that's the smallest. I guess the Ogre Strength.
A ring.
But he already has that.
Ant Strength.
Yeah.
I just made that up. They're strong.
It's a rare item. Same deal. It's a DC 12.
Okay.
Whether you need to give this back, or if you got the common instead of the rare one.
I mean the uncommon.
The uncommon, yeah.
DC 12 persuasion.
Persuasion, yeah.
I'm not proficient in persuasion. Could I have intimidated this motherfucker? Just saying.
I don't think you want it. I mean, you could try.
Your charisma is super high, though, right?
Yeah, I mean it's +4, but I already got my natural 20, so I'm worried now.
So now you're worried.
The fucking yin yang of this shit. All right, here we go. Persuasion. 22.
Okay,
Nice.
It's yours. They're super happy that you finally came along. They haven't met a sorcerer who would make good use of this, and so they're just so happy to give it to you. Unlike the Hill Giant Strength belt, which everybody fucking wants. You know what I mean?
So +2 Bloodwell vial.
Okay, you got it.
Sweet as.
All right, and Sam, how about you? Are you pulling anything out you need to let me know about? Or are you going to hold it?
I'm going real basic bitch here.
Okay.
+2 longbow.
Okay. I'm going to give you the same. That's a rare also. All right, I'm going to give you the same roll.
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion, DC 12 persuasion.
That is a 0.
God damn.
That's really bad. So I'm going to give you the option.
It's a rental.
I'm going to give you the option to rent it for this mission or to take a +1 bow.
Wait, so I can have a +2 bow just for the duration of this mission. Do I actually have to pay for it? Or I can have a +1 bow for good?
You can have a +1 bow for good, or you'll have to return after this mission.
I mean, this mission could be 10, 15 episodes.
It could be long. You're not wrong.
No, I'll take the +1.
Okay. All right.
I assume also we can just sort of basically get kitted out with any regular stuff we need.
Yeah, I think if you're going heavy armor, no, you're going medium armor.
I'm making the switch to half plate.
Half plate that's pretty high end. What's the one step below that?
Breastplate?
Breastplate is 14. Half plate is, I thought half plate was 16.
No, half plate's 15.
Okay, you can have half plate. That's fine.
But
you got it.
A 2 bonus.
2 bonus.
So
Yeah.
17.
And same thing. If you're going light armor, you can get studded leather. John, you going heavy armor?
Yeah. Are you going to give me plate mail?
I feel like you can get the 17. What is the 17 one? Is that
I've already got the 17, the splint.
I feel like, you know what? Take it. Is plate 18?
Yeah.
You can have plate. You're going to fucking need it. I mean, don't be thanking me.
No, I'm thanking you because I need it. If I need plate, then I need plate. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I know. Okay.
All right, and I'm going to make sure I've got my mage armor on.
Yep. And don't take a spell slot away.
No?
You got it. You got it. Someone else cast it on you before you came in. Okay. All right. So, Desdemona points to the balcony that is currently like boarded up with desks and tables and things, and she says, "We must get a good lookout. You're looking for someone out there with purple eyes."
Not it.
It's fine, I will go. Is there a vantage point high in the church?
No, just that balcony. Everything else is overrun. Oh, sorry. Everything else is fucking overrun. There was none out there on that balcony. Yeah, let's Schwa, come on, help. We'll clear this shit out of the way.
All right, brother, you lead the way.
All right, so the two Hema brothers pull a desk out, pull a table, move it aside, and you have a little Juliet balcony that you can sort of like look out from. And as soon as the balcony doors open, it's just like, it smells like death. You have, you see a throng of moaning dead that are sort of down at the street level. Give me, so that's, Tim, you're the only one who went out there to look, right?
Yeah.
All right, so give me a perception or investigation, whichever one you want for this.
Okay. Here comes. Do a perception check. 19.
Okay, yeah. So you sort of scan this, you see, I mean, you stop counting at 10. There's probably 50 undead down there. Zombies, skeletons. And you do see one figure, alive, but barely. You can see he's all cut up and looks like his arm is broken. And he moves between them, and you can see these glowing purple eyes.
How far away?
160 feet. He's like back beyond, and it looks like he is, I mean, he's sort of assessing the building. And it looks like as he looks in one direction, you sort of see the sort of wave of bodies move a little bit in that direction. It's now that you're looking, it's totally clear that he may not be controlling them. He may not be a necromancer, but he's a human, and he's definitely affecting the undead that are there.
I'll tuck back in and relay that information.
Okay. Desdemona says, "Yeah, it must be the necromancer responsible for all of this."
You think one necromancer is responsible for the ones in here?
I don't know. My uncle is the mayor, and I think he's behind most of this, but he was no necromancer. He was no necromage.
Why would your uncle do this?
I don't think he even knows what he's done. It's the book. It's the book.
What book?
It's the book we're here to retrieve and destroy, hopefully.
The book we want to bring back cause all of this?
Yes. It's a weapon most foul.
Then I suppose we should try to destroy it. It is quite scary out there. Guys,
I mean, if he's that close, I can shoot him from here. Especially with this great longbow that I got from the foundry.
But there are 50 undead in between, and there's nothing to stop him from...
I would shoot over their heads.
No, but there is nothing to stop him from running away. If you cannot kill him in one strike, he may hide, and we have to fight all of them to find him again. We may have to fight them all anyway, but perhaps it is better that we are all within range. I don't know.
And there's no one that can get me straight to him. You get me to him, I will kill him.
Do you want me to toss you?
I'm gonna have to toss me. Don't tell the elf. Wait, you are an elf. Damn it.
I cannot throw you.
So
that was a really good, you're going to have to toss me.
Yeah, that's right. So the way that they were bunched up around the building, it's probably 20 feet deep of undead. And then only a few that are sort of away from that main scrum that's there. And if you could jump out beyond those zombies and skeletons, you could potentially get out there.
Well, I'm looking at my spells since it's been a minute since we've played. I have a couple that are 150 foot range, but I only have a couple of spell slots for those.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are only 50 of them. I say we lick this scrum and then clean up the mess.
We just don't know how much more we will have to deal with after this.
So, did anyone talk to the historian or the planeskeeper at the Azure Foundry?
I mean, we definitely planned and studied the maps.
Yeah. So
I think it seems like
I'm going to give you each two of these. So, who talked to the planeskeeper or the historian?
I'll say that I talked to the planeskeeper.
Okay.
I bet I talked to the historian.
Okay. So the planeskeeper has shown you maps of this city, showed you where he thought you would be coming in at the library, which is where you are. And it is about a mile from here to the mayor's mansion. And while it's so dark, you cannot really see it, but what you can see from here, it lines up perfectly. The maps that you've seen are just absolutely perfect. You know you've got to go north from here, and then you'll get to a defensive wall that you either have to scale or enter through the gate. And then you're another 1,000 feet from there to the mayor's mansion. And Tim, the main thing that is difficult about this is that this is a city that was definitely made in order to confuse invaders. So
yeah,
there is really only one direct route to get from where you are right now to the mayor's mansion. All the side streets here lead to little cul-de-sacs and things, but sometimes the main road is actually tiny. So you sort of, when now that you're here, you're getting the sense of it. It's a bit like Milan in that way. It's like, it's like, from one main square to another main square, it might be like, look like an alley.
It's a good reference for like 4 people.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Sorry, I thought we all summered in Milan.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to Milan. I just don't know how well I remember it. It's been a long time.
A lot of the Italian cities that were built around those times were made in case they were getting invaded to confuse invaders.
I spend a lot more time on Milan if you follow me.
Crack a map, Sam.
Tom,
yeah.
What's the Dinfa's going to walk outside and try to find the necromancer with the purple eyes?
Yeah, you can see him. He's about 160 feet away.
Are we here to kill a necromancer, or are we here to get a book?
Well, is the necromancer near where the book would be?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Like you're about
He's
a mile
right here,
away
and
from
we
the
got to
book.
go a mile to go get the book.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is these guys are in the road that you will need to take to get to the gate.
It feels like if we take out the necromancer, we can like make a hole and make a run for it. But I don't know. So I'm wondering what the building situation is between here and the necromancer.
It's a square, so it's open. So he's 160 feet.
How far away are the buildings from one another?
So the library is touched by no buildings. It's surrounded by a couple of courtyards on the east and south. That's the only thing you can see, and the north. And then this guy is up on the north.
But if
of your building,
I can move my shadow 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I can teleport to wherever that shadow ends up.
So you could go, but get, up in the air a little bit and behind these guys, the zombies and the skeletons, and then you'd have, a turn of dashing to get to the guy.
But I can't go from roof to roof.
I mean, if you recall in the last episode, there are skeletons on the roofs over here.
Yeah.
So
this is where some of the armed guard are.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. But that's still better than fighting 50 if I'm only fighting like 3.
True.
Just seeing what my options are.
Yeah, true.
I think, are we going to be sneaky or are we going to be loud?
It would be very difficult for me to be sneaky in this new armor. I could try and teleport behind you and be quieter, but I would be slower.
So, sorry if I missed this, but at the end of we went into a secret room in the library and there were ghoulies pounding on the door.
Yeah, that's still happening. So there's ghouls outside this door, but it's now locked, sealed to the inside of the library.
But there's a window? What are we looking out of here?
So there's a balcony that's sort of looking out.
And we're on the second floor?
Third floor here.
Third floor. And it's looking out onto the front of the library into the plaza that it fronts on.
You're looking, there's no sun, but it's basically due east. And you can see the north and the south from this balcony as well. And the zombie horde is like below you, and they stretch out about 20 feet. And the library is not very big. So, the footprint's not very big. So they actually stretch out to the north and the south areas, courtyard of the...
Well, we have a very defensible position here from zombies. I think if the necromancer runs, if he didn't need to be here, he wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Yes, I agree.
So, what, you got some Dinfa, you got some javelins you can throw or something?
I have a longbow, just like you.
Well, not just like me.
All right. Put your money where your mouth is.
All right. I say we go out there and we give that guy something to think about and then see what happens.
We're going to fire?
Yeah, what are you going to fire, Eabis?
Well, I'm looking. I have two options. I could send a fireball.
So many zombies.
Or I can cast Hunger of Hadar, but then you'll lose sight on him. Right. So if you get your shot off, and then I basically encase him in a 20-foot radius sphere of black.
This is clearly a situation that calls for a fireball. My only consideration here is it seems like there's functionally an infinite supply of skeletons and zombies.
Yeah.
So we don't really need to care about killing them, although it'll be nice to open up a hole maybe. So it's really about single target damage, but that's,
I mean, I have Firebolt, but it's only 120 range, so I'd have to get closer.
Reach.
What's the range on Fireball?
150.
150. Okay.
So I can basically land it 10 feet in front of him, and he'll still get hit.
All right. So we're gonna army crawl out onto the balcony and then do a 1, 2, 3, and then stand up and shoot.
If that's
okay.
If that's the strategy.
Tim doesn't like it. I'm cool with it.
I mean, I just don't know how we get down from there. Like, the nice thing about our position is defensible, but like there's a bottleneck, but everything has to come up and we have to go down.
Yeah, I don't think those things can climb very well. Otherwise, they'd be up here by now.
Right.
And I mean, basically sneaking out of here in the current situation isn't going to do anything. So I'm hoping killing this necromancer will cause a good portion of the animated ghoulies in this part of the city to just fall
apart.
Yeah, until something else happens.
And then we make a break. Then we rappel down the side of the building and make a break for it.
We can at least find out what happens. Fafo.
All right.
Fafa.
Let's do it. I'm ready for the fuck around part for sure.
Yeah, I have magic missile, but it's also 120 also.
All right. Are we rolling initiative, Tom?
I'm going to let you get your arrow fires off. Tim, are you doing a fireball? Or are you doing something else?
I'm going to cast a fireball.
All right.
Hell
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Because why not?
Shot number 1. 17.
Okay, that is a hit.
That is 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And
so,
all
right. Oh, sorry. You have an and? Are you going to roll again, or you have more damage on this one?
Well, I was going to use my favored foe.
Okay.
When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can call on your mystical bond with nature to mark the target as your favorite enemy for 1 minute until you lose your concentration, as if you were concentrating on a spell. The first time you hit on each turns, including when you mark it, you increase the damage by 1d4.
Okay. Do it.
Okay. So 4. So that's 13 piercing total on the first shot.
Okay. So when your arrow hits him on this guy, like, he's not looking at you. He's clearly looking around the building. Mm-hmm. They didn't see you open up these shutters on the Juliet balcony. They did not hear the movement of the desks and all these things.
A horde of zombies makes a lot of noise, I got to imagine.
Yeah, they're so loud. And your arrow streaks out and hits him right in the chest. And there's a purple pop when you hit him. It's like a small flash of light. And he turns and looks at you. And you see below you 2 skeletons just explode beneath you. And he looks down as though he is not fucking hurt at all.
Oh, damn.
And
even
go
from
ahead,
a +1 longbow.
Launch your
I'm gonna shoot
next
again.
arrow.
16.
Ooh. That's a hit.
6 piercing.
And another skeleton below pops out of existence. And the arrow does not seem to hurt the guy at all.
I think I see how this works. Fireball, fireball.
I was going to let Dinfa go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Dinfa.
I have 2. I'll fire. 16.
16 is a hit.
Sweet. 7 piercing.
And another skeleton down below you pops out of is just obliterated. You didn't even shoot him, and he just is just like vaporizes.
20.
Hit.
6 piercing.
And another one just vaporizes below you. So you all have killed now 4. Wait, 4?
You know what, Dinfa, I was giving you shit, but that was pretty good.
I told you.
5. You've killed 5 skeletons.
Yeah, this does really seem like a single target would be great, but fuck. Here we go.
Nah, this is going to eat him up.
That's right.
DC 17 deck save.
Okay.
Hell yeah, look
for
at that roll.
34 damage.
Well, yes, man.
Okay.
Wow, 3 5s,
Son
2
of a
2s, 2
bitch.
6s, and the
All right,
pretty
here's,
good.
let me get my guy out.
Pretty good first fireball.
That is really good. That's really, really good. And
It's infectious, Tim.
he is not good at this. 17.
That's the DC.
Son
Okay.
of a bitch.
So he's going to take 34 damage.
Doesn't he
He's
say?
not going to take half?
He's taking half of what he would normally take.
Whoa.
And so he takes 34 damage, and you see down below you 7 more skeletons disappear. But he definitely looks fucking scared now. And we're in initiative.
Did any of the skeletons die from the fireball?
Well,
Were there any
it's-
near him that would have
His,
also? Yeah.
his entourage
you know
of
what?
skeletons.
You know what? I'm going to say there's 5 or 6 because this fireball is huge, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
So there's 5 or 6 that are sort of near
Yeah, it's
him, but
40
they're
feet
not in
across.
the big horde. I mean, there's no chance they all die. So there's 6 more that just like are burnt to a crisp. So you killed 6 plus 7, 13 more. So you are now.
I can see why you like Dionis, John.
Oh, yeah.
So it's that you haven't killed half of them yet, but you like these skeletons every time you hit this guy are just like they're just disappearing. And he doesn't seem to be hurt when this happens, but there is this purple flash of light that happens when you hit him.
Well, and it's that this, like, if we can hit him, this makes the skeletons 1-hit kills now.
Yeah, it's true.
Because he's just absorbing life from them. I'll take that.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do
Initiative.
Initiative. Yeah.
14.
Okay.
10.
12.
Okay. So the purple-eyed person down below looks up and is fucking pissed. And he pulls from he looks around the ground and runs over to one of the burnt up skeletons and picks up the longbow and what is it called? What do you put arrows in?
What, the quiver?
Quiver.
A quiver, and he fires up at you all on the on the thing. Okay, this is coming at the tallest. Who's the tallest? Who's out
You
here?
got an elf, a dwarf, and a half orc.
It's probably
Half-orc.
the half-orc.
Half orc.
Who's the
Now,
half orc?
Me.
Okay,
But I also should have cover, I'm assuming.
so you have +2 here.
I mean,
this
we're on
one.
a balcony, so
With a guardrail and
Yeah.
a bad angle for him.
Yeah, is it going to miss?
If I get +2
+2.
What's it?
You get +2.
on a 21 now. My AC is 17 right now.
Okay. All right. So the arrow hits you. It does 4 piercing, and then it explodes in acid. And everybody within 5 feet of you, which I'm assuming is everybody, including you, need to do a DC 12 Dex save.
16.
Not cool.
Okay.
7. Damn it.
14.
Okay. So
John saved.
So John, you save. So Tim, you take 3 acid damage.
And I take 4 piercing.
You take 4 piercing. Yeah. And he
Call
launches
that an arrow.
another arrow at you. 23.
Jesus Christ, man.
And let's see here. 9 piercing and another DC
Dex save
12
again.
as the acid
25 on the save.
blows out.
17.
7.
And 4 acid, John.
So it's save or suck for the save?
It's save or suck, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, these arrows have the acid splash cantrip in them. Okay. And
Can I learn how he did that?
Blast him.
and
Teach them?
yeah. And he points his finger and up at you all, and you realize all the zombies and skeletons that were down below, they all begin to look toward you, and they all begin to stack themselves up on the wall, and they're making a little like zombie
I remember that movie
skeleton
poster.
stare here.
Was it World War
And,
Z or was it something else?
think it's World War Z, I think you're right.
Maybe World War Z. And you see that a few more are coming, but if you had to guess, you'd say you have around 40 now. You've been killing them. You had about 50 there, and now you have about 40, including the new ones that are running here.
Oh, it's just begging for AoE.
And he continues.
Was that your only fireball?
No, I can do another. I could also
right
do Hunger
into
of
the heart of the stack.
I could also do Hunger of Adar in the middle of the stack, and just they couldn't, like they have to build through it basically.
That would be so dope.
But I think don't most of them take double damage from fire?
I think so. But also, It seems like if we just do enough damage to him with fire,
yeah, you're
the
killing
stack
one
may fall
every
apart.
5 hit points.
But it's how many skeletons and how many zombies.
One.
You would
But
kill
he could
way
hit-
more with
He
this.
could hit 30 in one shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
True.
They're all together making stairs. You could just destroy them all.
I could also shatter, save my 3rd level spell slot. Since they're closer, right?
Yeah.
All right. So 4 skeletons step out, like move away from the stacking and fire up at you, but they're in a really bad angle. So they have a -5. You guys have +5 on your
Okay.
They're
On
beating
your-
us on initiative?
thing. 16.
My initiative was suck.
Yeah.
Mine was all right.
So this one's going up at the elf. Who's the elf?
No, that won't hit.
All right. And then the next one is going to go at you again. 15. That's a miss. And then this one is going at Dinfa. Oh, that's a crit.
That is
And this
bullshit.
one is going at Charnak. 22. But that you got +5.
A 22 is what he had to roll.
Okay. So these guys do not have acid.
You targeted this all wrong.
I know.
I could have handled the 22.
Okay. So that's 8 to you, John, Charnak, and then 10 to you, Dinfa.
All right.
And the zombies are piling up, and they're climbing, and they're going to be at the 2nd story by next turn, and by the 3rd turn they will be in the balcony, to the balcony. Dinfa, you're next.
All right. You said that at one point I could get behind zombies and skeletons and attack the other guy, yeah?
If you swap places, you still have to run, right? You're not going to get to him. He moved up to 120 feet that last round, so he is.
He's
You get
closer.
yeah, he's closer now. So you could get behind the ladder. That's the stairs that are forming, and And then you could run toward him, and you'd have another, 30 feet plus a dash is 60 feet. So you'd be about halfway to him.
Yeah, but that's spreading us too far out.
And no telling if those skeletons and zombies will go chasing you.
Okay.
Keep shooting him.
I'm going to shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action make a shadow. I'm going to fire at the necromancer, and then I'm going to run into the building. That's what's happening.
Okay.
And first, I'm going to be trying to jump and look over the balcony, like, where are the arrows coming from?
Okay.
I mean, as a guardrail, imagine it's got posts. It's not a solid wall.
It's not a solid wall. Yeah.
So you could see through.
Well, I'm more making a Gimli joke again.
Yeah.
Okay. Firing at the necromancer.
Listen, if it's like any castle I saw, it's wider on your side than it is on the other side to make it easy for you to aim and real hard for the other side.
Harder for them to aim. It's true. The library was not meant to be a defensive building, though.
Right.
I'll just say that.
Right.
14 misses.
14 misses. All right, one more. 20.
And 20 will hit for sure.
All right. 4 piercing. And then I'm going to move into the library.
Okay. And this is Eabis is next.
All right. Does it seem like all of the zombies and skeletons have gathered at the base?
I mean, what's the radius on Fireball?
It's a 20-foot radius.
So there are exactly 4 skeletons that are not gonna be you will miss them.
Right. Okay. I'm just debating whether to do it now or wait till they're stacked up so that they also all fall down.
They're stacking up for sure.
Right. But they're only at the second level. That's fine. Okay. Let's burn them all to hell. Okay.
Also, Tom, did some of those vanish when I hit the necromancer?
None did.
Okay.
Did not hit the threshold.
Yeah.
All right, here comes another fireball, 3rd level, because that's all I can do. 23 damage. 3 ones. That is a DC 17 dex save again.
It doesn't even matter because the zombies have 22 hit points and they take double damage on the fucking fire. So you eviscerate this giant pile of skeletons and zombies, and there are 4 skeletons left, and the necromancer, the purple-eyed archer, who is about 120 feet away from you, and he looks not even scared. He's going to keep moving toward you.
Wait a second. Hold on, because I still have. I can meta magic a firebolt at him if he's at 120.
He's at 120.
Let me just double check how many points it takes to quicken it. It's 2 sorcery points to quicken it. I don't think it's worth it. Okay, never mind.
Okay. All right, Charnak.
Okay, here we go.
Tim, you stayed on the balcony?
I'm going to go inside the building. I think we got to make our way down. I don't know if we're going out the door, though, or if we're actually
I think we got to go down the side of this building.
Right, but we just need to take cover for a second.
But who's tied all the bed sheets together?
We don't want to have to fight our way out of the building, too. Okay, 27.
Yeah, it's a hit.
12 piercing. Wait, did that include?
I don't think that included
my favorite foe. Okay. Thought I had it clicked, but I didn't. 15 piercing.
3 of the skeletons just are eviscerated.
How many are left?
1.
Okay,
that fireball.
Next shot. 18.
It's a hit.
It's a hit. 12 piercing.
And the last skeleton just crumbles to the ground, and the purple-eyed archer, the arrow sinks into him, and he sort of turns back and looks at you and looks down, and you see actual blood is now dripping from his from his chest.
Doesn't feel so good, does it?
No, it does not. You will get yours. There's no zombies. And then it's him again. And sorry, did you go inside?
Yeah.
Okay. And
enough to get full cover anyway.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, that's about where Eabis would have gone to. It's like, because
All right,
we know
Dinfa,
this is...
it's your turn.
Okay. Dinfa is going to run. He's going to peek out, look at where the necromancer is.
Okay. So you do not see the necromancer. Wait. What's your passive perception?
18.
18? Well, you see him. He is down on the ground. He's on one knee and he's got his bow pulled back, and there's 2 dead zombies that he's using as cover, and he looks and he sees that you see him and he looses his arrow at you. And it just whizzes past your head and enters into the library over where Schwa and Diphthong are, and it explodes in acid, but it misses everybody.
All right. As that happens, I send my shadow over the balcony and down to the ground.
Okay.
And maximum 30 feet.
Okay. He's about 90 feet away from you, from you up here. So he's 60 feet from your shadow.
Okay. So shadow is heading towards him.
Okay. All right. And it's you, Eabis.
All right, I'm going to run to the balcony wall. And if he's moved closer, I'm going to firebolt him.
Okay.
And this will be 2d10 and +9 on this roll with my new Bloodwell vial. 15.
That hits.
20 fire damage.
Buddy, double
Dang.
10s.
I rolled 2 10s.
Oh my god, and that's 40 damage to this guy.
Woo!
So
That is one hot firebolt.
So the purple goes out of his eyes. And there's a small moment where you see this person who sees you, and he feels terrible. But then he dies. And he crumbles to the ground.
Okay, now how do we get down from here?
Way ahead of you, buddy. Here's my rope. You can have it.
I guess that'll save me a spell slot. I was going to dramatically jump off of the balcony and then Misty Step at the very end.
Yeah.
Well, that would have left me here.
I just swapped places with the shadow. I'm on the ground.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll tie the rope and then drop it. What was your name? Diphthong?
I'm Diphthong. Yeah,
Yeah. Pull the rope up. We may need it again.
for sure.
Stay
I'm not
safe.
leaving that shit down there. There's too many bad, creepy crawlers.
Okay, but we gotta be quiet now.
Sorry. And so Desdemonda goes behind you, and the 4 of you are making your way north.
Okay, I'm going to do 2 things before
Okay.
we get too far. One, I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds on myself. Getting 7 back.
All right.
And Dinfa, come here.
Yes.
Listen, you're going to be up front taking all those hits for us. You're going to need this. And I put a hand on him, and I cast Protection from Evil.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Awesome.
That means they get disadvantage on attacks against you.
Mm-hmm. Maybe can't be frightened, charmed, or mind controlled.
Oh, man.
Well, thank you, my
It's like
friend.
half of my shit coming up.
That was if I got the uncommon version of this Bloodwell thing, that was going to be the spell scroll I was going to ask.
That's the
for.
spell scroll. That's a good one. That's a good one.
It was like very situational and very appropriate, but it only lasts 10 minutes. So,
But we've only got 10 minutes, so we can make it to the mansion by then, right? Let's go. Maybe I do it when we're like halfway to the mansion,
that's good. We're sprinting.
depending on how fast we're moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a mile to the wall, so
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
a mile
listen,
total
I can't
to the
do a
mansions.
mile in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
mile
it's-
total, so it's 4,000 feet to the wall. Then
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Chung, chung,
Um,
chung, 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 chung.
So you guys are
Especially
hauling
in,
ass.
in my half plate
Desdemona's
that I
doing her
have,
best to
that I
keep up.
jog in.
You guys are making your way up the main street, and then you remember the map so well. You have to go down an alley, and you do it, and you pass by the tavern. You see that there are zombies and skeletons inside the tavern, but while they see you and they start moving toward you, you're moving so much faster than they are. Like they're like a rambling, meandering horde, right? They're not a danger to you yet.
it's Shaun of the Dead, not 28 days later.
You got it. You got it. Right now.
Okay.
And so you start to get close to the wall, and you know that you have to. It opens up into a square, and then it's a straight shot to the wall, and you'll have a choice, of either trying to climb it, or it's about 25 feet high, or heading to the east a little further to where the gate is. And who is in front? Who's the fastest?
I mean, I don't know the elf move speed, but it's probably
Right now,
35.
it's probably Tim.
I think you get your normal bonuses in your controlled reams. So it's if you're normally 30 feet, you're 30 feet here.
Well, I'm normally built on a halfling, so I'm 25 on my character sheet.
But I'm 35.
It would be Sam. Yeah, it'd be Sam.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Sam, you're heading up, and I'm guessing you're trying to be aware of what you're doing, even though you're hauling ass, right?
Yes.
So
And my passive perception is 20.
holy shit. Okay. So when you are almost to the square that abuts the wall, you see two very large creatures standing around, just looking straight at each other. One of them looks to be stitched together from bone and meat and blackened metal. And it has glowing purple script all over its body. And the other one is a zombie of an ogre. And they are just looking at each other.
All right, wait. I'm going to send out a shadow. How far away are they?
I'm going to say that
We noticed them from across the square.
they're in the middle of the square. I'm going to say Charnak. Charnak saw them, and he was about 45 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you get closer, I'm going to have them roll perception checks to see if they hear you clunking up. Oh. Oh, no surprise this round, I don't think, my friends. That was a 19 and a 20. A 19 for this one, and then this guy. All right. As you clunk your way up, the ogre turns around and looks at you and lets out a blood-curdling, growl. Oh! And you see that as he turns around, he is holding a giant morning star in his hand. And he turns, and you hear him say something in ogreish, and the golem that's with him turns and begins moving at super fast speed toward you. And we're going to do initiative, and they will both be on you on their turn. All right.
How far are we from the wall of the mansion?
So the mansion is 1,000 feet away after you get over the wall.
Right. But how close are we to the wall?
To the wall. The wall, you're about 100 feet away from where you are right now.
And how far is that gate to the east?
It's another 350 feet along the wall.
Okay.
So you have a pretty hard choice here, I think.
And to go east, where are the two relative to us in directions?
You have to enter the square. So they are in the square and they're running toward you right now.
Got it. Okay.
So if you beat them in initiative, you could potentially run past them, although they're pretty fast. I mean,
18.
Oh my God. I rolled nat 20s on both of their initiative, and they both have, the ogre had it -2 and the flesh golem has -1.
Not dexterous.
That is crazy.
And that's a good time for you to get them out of the way.
Still beats them on initiative.
Oh my God, John, you beat me?
I'd still beat
I
Two
beat
natural
him.
20s on initiative.
I beat one of
Oh
them
my
also.
God. These numbers are ludicrous. John, you got 20. Tim, you got 18. Oh, man.
Listen, I got a
man.
measly old 8.
Yeah, you're whatever. Okay.
Dinfa, you have to buy us time to get to the wall.
Okay, Dinfa.
Did you cast it on me, Sam?
You got it off.
Yeah.
All right. The shadow is going to zoom in and it's going to attack. How far away are they? They're running at us. I'm running at them.
Yeah, you'll meet them in the middle. You'll meet them about 20 feet away.
Okay, so the shadow's going to hit the, let's see. I guess if I run at it, I don't get my polearm master.
The golem had a little bit of a jump start, so he's going to get there. You'll get to him first.
Okay. I'm actually going to leave the shadow behind me about 20 feet. God damn it. Never mind.
Classic John.
Classic John right there.
That's just, there's some cool moves that I could do, but I'm just not going to do them. All right. I'm going to run in and I'm going to attack the first thing. That's the flesh golem?
Yeah, flesh golem.
All right. Here we go. 24.
That hits.
Okay. And then
For sure.
6 slashing.
And you just cut through his flesh, and do you see that like some of the flesh flops out, and then as he's sort of running and it like claps together, and you see that it sort of seals back up. But you heard him.
All right. Again. 20.
20 hits.
11 slashing.
Yeah, same thing happens, except this time you cut through one of the metal plates that he has on him, and it falls to the ground.
Okay. And then I'm going to let the shadow attack. Unleash Incarnation.
Okay.
16.
Hits.
Okay. 11 slashing.
All right.
Then I've got my butt end attack.
Wait, you didn't use a bonus action already? Didn't the carnation go bonus?
I did that before initiative.
No, but it doesn't. His attack goes on your actions? I forget how this thing works.
I get one attack when I make an attack.
Wow, that's crazy. That's great.
And then I get the bonus action attack.
That's 4 attacks. That's crazy.
9 bludgeoning.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you're ripping this guy apart. Another piece of metal falls off of him.
And then I'm going to action surge that guy.
Oh.
All right. 11. Fuck.
It's time to play. Blow your load.
Yeah, 11 hits.
11 hits?
What?
11
Wow.
hits.
Hell
Now
yeah.
that you
Hell
knocked
yeah.
off 2 pieces of his metal armor that he's wearing, it hits.
7 slashing.
Okay. That's
Sounds like you're on the precipice here.
Going.
Another 11. Goddamn.
it hits.
At least it hits. 8.
Okay.
And then I'll let the shadow attack one more time.
Just let him attack.
25.
That hits.
9.
God damn.
Wow.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot. It's 7 attacks.
62. 62 damage, I think.
At level
if
5.
my math is correct. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, he's up. So where are you? You're up there with him too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Finally. Okay. Also, on that last hit, I have to roll a d6. Oh, I'll have it so you can see it. You don't want a 6. Okay. I want a 6, but you don't. Okay. He is gonna try to slam you. 20.
God damn it, even with disadvantage. Okay, I'm going to use my necklace and I'm going to cast Shield.
What? You don't want to see how much damage it was?
I don't.
Okay. Okay, whatever. That's fine. All right, here's the next one. 13.
That's a miss.
Okay. Fuck, man. Okay. It's you, Eabis.
How close are the two things together?
So the flesh golem is up on Dinfa, and about 20 feet behind him is the ogre.
Man, I really wish I had twin spell right now. But I don't. I'm going to firebolt the flesh golem. Woo! 20 on the die is 29.
Oh, man.
Wow.
This is really crazy. Okay.
My rolls are out of control.
Oh, wait a second. John. It doesn't matter. He still missed anyway last time. You do not have advantage. This guy has regular straight up rolls against you. The flesh golem does because he's a construct. He's not undead.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything.
All right, here comes 4d10 on a cantrip.
Oh my God.
16 plus 17, that is 33.
Fuck.
Jeez.
He's dead. And he used fire, so he can't regenerate. Fuck. Oh, God, that is not right.
This elf body is working.
I feel like we got to end this episode right now so I can regroup. God damn. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care.
And then how far is the other one? You says 20 feet further back.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my action. I don't know. It's not worth meta magic at this point. That's fine.
I feel like
he's going to have a bunch of 2 damage fire bolts for the rest of this campaign.
Up. And now he's got, man, I don't care.
Oh, and I'm gonna light my flames of Phlegathos just to be safe. So
more
that means
fire?
It's so yeah. Oh, never mind. These two, it only lasted. Yeah, fine, I'll do it. It only lasts a turn though. But so basically, like, I appear on fire. And it's bright light 30 feet and dim light for another 30 feet from me.
Yes, run at him.
And then I will move, I'll move closer to the ogre. I'll just go to where, I'll stand like 5 feet from where Dinfa is.
Ooh.
So he's got bright light around him and I'm distracted.
He's got bright light. He's probably not going to go after you because he is not a thinker. He's not a thinker. He's got a 3 int. He's going to go hit the closest thing to him, which is going to be Dinfa. So,
and I'm on fire.
And you're on fire. Okay. Mm-hmm. Here we go. This is a 19. But
okay.
You still have shield active.
No,
you don't have shield active.
No, I still have it lasts until my next turn.
Oh, right, because you went first. Okay. So 19.
That'll miss.
Man. 14.
Miss.
Whatever. Okay, Charnak.
Disadvantage.
Oh, this is brutal.
This is serious teamwork right here.
I took hours preparing for this. You motherfuckers.
It's always how it goes, though.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Hours to prepare, minutes to finish.
You spent hours putting these two NPC character sheets in the.
You should see their backstories, Sam.
Not these two. But like all the fire, I was like, they don't have a cleric. That's good. That's good. I could throw anything I want to. I was like, oh, but you do have a cleric. You have a fire cleric.
I mean, to be fair, Tom, this is the first time I've actually had level 3 spells and fireball to play with. Like the firebolt has been there, but not a whole lot.
It's awesome. Okay.
All right.
It's you, Charnak.
So what does the battlefield look like in front of me now? I'm
So-
at the starting point still.
So these two giant creatures were like communing in the middle of the square. They saw you. They ran toward you. Dinfa rushed him, sliced up this construct, this thing, and then your buddy Eabis lit him on fire, and then the ogre is right next to the two of them, and he is like swinging wildly with his morning star and missing everything. And there doesn't seem to be any other undead in this square.
Okay.
Though I will say, you do hear them behind you because they have been sort of following you, but you've been sprinting as you've been running through the streets.
So I am going to move 35 feet towards the wall, which I assume means I have to sort of skirt these guys.
Yeah, but you're not. You don't have to. They won't. You can stay far enough away that you won't get a opportunity attack.
Okay. And then I'm going to hit him with my planar warrior, mark him with my planar warrior ability. And I'm going to shoot him with an arrow. 15.
Hits.
That is 8 force damage.
Ooh, force. Yeah, that's good.
And I'm going to shoot him again. 15 again.
It hits.
9 piercing.
Right.
Yeah, planar warrior only works on the first hit.
Okay. Did that do it correct? That's so great. It worked. Okay. And we are back up at Dinfa. You have this.
Do we not have Desdemona somewhere with us?
Desdemona is not joining this fight. She is here. She is not joining this fight.
Okay. I thought she was staying back at the
No,
hole.
She came down.
Yeah, she
I didn't
followed
think
us.
she was going to sit there by
I
herself.
also think Desdemona is a great D&D name, sort of like Jarnathan.
Yeah, it's like
Where-
Jonathan.
Where we can't help but mess it up.
But correct the pronunciation in our brains.
Yeah.
All right, the ogre is swinging wildly. The shield goes down, and I run in. Me and my shadow. Me
Okay.
and my shadow. 27.
Should make John do that every time.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a miss.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
fuck you.
It's called loophole armor.
10 slashing.
Damn. Yeah.
All right. One more. 10. God damn it.
Hits.
Wow.
Are you
serious?
It's a big old fucking ogre. Like he has got a 9 AC.
Yes. 6 slashing. And
Wail on him.
yeah, I'll just fuck. I don't know what's left. I'm gonna save the shadow attack. I don't know what's left, but I am gonna do my butt in bonus attack. 19.
A hit.
9 bludgeoning.
Mm.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
That's a big old butt end.
Oh, my butt end is serious.
Yeah. Damn.
Hit it with my fat ass.
Been doing those hammer squats.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. And Flesh Golem's dead, and it's Eabis again.
Okay. I mean, I think it just makes sense to keep shooting firebolts into these things, as boring as it is. It's not.
I'm not bored by it. I'm angry. Like
yeah, but I'm not gonna. I don't feel like it's not worth using any like significant resources on these guys at this point.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, oh, green flame blade could be, but there's only one of them.
Yeah,
no, the other one's dead. Acid splash. There's only one. So firebolt it is. 16 to hit. You know that hits already. 12 fire damage. There's a 2 for you, Tom.
There you go. Thank you.
And I will re-up my flames of Phlegethos in case this guy gets cheeky and wants to swing at me.
I think he's gonna. He's so mad right now.
But I'm gonna step back because I was 5 feet from Dinfa, so I assume I'm still out of range of the ogre.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just gonna step back another 5 or 10 feet, just far enough where he has to leave Dinfa's range if he wants to change targets.
Okay. Well, he's not smart. Here comes the Morning Star. 10.
Miss.
Eddie misses everybody.
Oh God, guys. John, my die got stuck in my tower.
What?
I got it out.
I've never seen that.
What size die are you using?
I use a big one. I use that big metal one.
That's why. Trying to see how long this wood lasts.
10.
Yeah, miss. Hell yeah.
This fucking thing. I'm gonna.
Listen, man, he's big and he's slow.
I'm an outlaw.
Protection from
evil and good.
A little dodge to the left.
Oh wait, but Sam didn't say which one he wanted to do.
It's both.
All right, fuck it. Charnak, it's you.
All right. I am going to run. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to planar warrior him again. And I'm going to shoot. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Oof. 13 force damage.
That's great, though.
And shoot it again.
That's nice that it all becomes force.
Oh, I forgot. That takes away my Misty stat because it's a bonus action for planar warrior, but that's okay. 26.
Where do you need to go right now?
5 piercing to the top of the mansion wall.
I got a plan for that.
Oh, okay.
Because you're the only one that can get up there like that. I can't get up there like that.
Oh, you could toss me a rope.
I guess
we could both get up there. Yeah, we could both get up there.
I don't know if this elf has a rope.
Sorry, 5 piercing. Okay. And I run 35 feet closer to the wall. So now I'm 30 feet away from it.
Yep, that's right. Okay. And it's Dinfa again.
All right. I'm going to put him down.
Dinfa, about 100 feet behind you, down the path where you just came, you see a small horde of zombies heading toward you. They look like they're coming at about a 25 foot per turn. So that looks like it'll take them 4 turns to get to you the way they're coming right now.
Okay. I'm going to take my shadow and move it toward the wall.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack. 23.
Okay, hits.
That's how I picture the horde of zombies coming down the street.
6 slashing.
It's after midnight.
17.
17 hits.
7 slashing.
He's not dead.
Butt end.
Yeah. And then do my butt end attack.
I don't think you can kill him.
22.
All right. Give me that roll.
8. Bludgeoning.
Yeah, he's still up.
All right.
Okay.
My shadow is 30 feet away toward the wall. It's going to stay there.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay on this ogre till I can put him down.
And it is you, Eabis.
So the ogre's still up?
Yes. It's hard to tell how fucked up he is because he looked real fucked up for the first moment you saw him. Yeah.
I mean, let's stick with what's working.
From the first moment you laid eyes on him, he was super fucked up.
Yep. I'm going to stick with what's working here. So another firebolt coming at him. 28 to hit.
That hits.
I mean, I can't, unless I get a nat 1, I can't not hit him if he's got an AC of 9. So 17 fire.
Yeah. tell me how you end this ogre.
With a small puff of smoke. And then he just sort of stumbles and his eyes roll back and he literally just keels backward over with a clattering thud.
Dunk. Okay. So if you took out these two huge, I guess they're giants, right? Like what's the large? They were large. They're both large. And you hear zombies approaching from the road where you came, but you now see that they're also coming from all the side roads, including the way that leads along the wall to the gate.
Okay.
So you guys have, I will say, 3 turns before you are overrun by zombies in this.
Do we
square.
see any purple glowing guys with them or no?
No.
I'll run toward the wall.
Okay.
I was going to say we go east and I can open the gate if it is closed, but we don't have time. Somebody get up there.
Baby.
Get up there. Toss me down the rope.
What's your plan? I thought you had a plan. You said you had a plan for that.
I had a plan. If we could go along the wall to the east, I can open the gate if it's closed.
Damn it. How many times can you switch places with your shadow, Dinfa?
As many as I want.
You do it.
As I'm running toward the wall, the shadow is slowly, the shadow stays 30 feet in front of me. And as it gets to the wall, it starts ascending the wall as I get closer to the wall until it's on top of the wall and I'm on the ground. And then
Desdemona
I swap places.
Here. Take the rope.
I take the rope, I swap places with the shadow, and I throw it down for Eabis.
Okay. No.
All right, Eabis, you go first.
Let me go first. Do not leave me here. It's too scary.
Okay, you go first then.
Desdemona grabs the rope.
I mean, it may be scary up there, though.
And she starts to climb. Okay, she makes the first 10 feet.
Oh, no.
She loses her footing and she's holding on to it. All right, so we're going to
start
be
pulling. Can I just start pulling her up? Yeah, exactly. I'm going to pull her up.
Okay, we're going to be in initiative.
Same initiative?
I don't know. It seems different to me. Seems like a whole different scene.
I feel like I'm at the wall on the top already, just like I'm at the top of the initiative roll. I'm just saying.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll for some zombies. And if the zombies beat... No, they're not. They're never going to beat you. That's stupid. Okay. 17. That's fine. They are still ahead of Charnak, so it did not change position at all. Okay. So, Dinfa, you're pulling?
Yeah, I'm going to pull her up.
Okay, so she's holding on the rope, and you can get her up to the top on your turn.
All right.
With your action, so you get her up.
Okay, and then do I need another action to throw the rope back down?
I'll let you just drop the rope. Yeah.
Okay.
Down.
I drop it back down for Eabis.
Okay. And in fact, Eabis is next.
Yep. So I'm going to grab onto the rope, wrap around my arm, and start like with the bottom end, and then start climbing up. So I'm bringing the bottom of the rope up with me.
Okay.
Because Charnak he has a way up.
Wow.
Either way.
Yeah.
We can always drop it back down.
All right. So athletics.
Yeah, but as you're climbing up and taking the rope with you, I'm like, dick.
Athletics check. 15.
Okay, so you get the first 10 feet up, and I'm assuming you're going to dash to get the next one.
19.
Yeah, so you get up to the top.
And I'll drop the rope.
Dinfa was able to help you up. Okay. All right. Zombies smell blood in the water, and they begin to run. And they will be on you next turn, Charnak.
Charnak, no!
All right. I use my movement to climb the rope.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yep. It's DC 10.
14.
First half, you get up. Give me that dash. Oh,
Natural 1.
You lose your footing.
Which is a 0.
You lose your footing.
Never mind.
I'll let you do an acrobatics check, which I know you're good at, to see if you fall back down to the ground
I'm
if
okay at 8.
Yeah. Okay. So you lose your footing and you're back down about 5 feet off the ground here.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, I will Misty Step to the top.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck it.
All right.
Fuck this fucking rope.
And as soon as you get up there, the rope dangles down, and I'm assuming Dinfa's going to pull it back up frantically.
As fast as I can.
Yeah. So you guys still have it. And you now get a good sense of along the wall. You can see over some of the buildings. You can see where the gate is. The gate is closed. And there are probably 500 zombies just up against that gate, pushing. They're not getting anything with it, but now they're sort of spilling toward you. On the mansion side of this wall, so you're this is sort of the rarefied part of town. So you have the mansion, you have another temple over here, and you have a marketplace. And you look down and you can see that the marketplace has been just devastated. There are probably only 10 or 15 undead that you can see between where you are on the wall and the entrance to the mansion, which you can now see straight ahead of you. It's a straight road with only 1-story buildings, houses, the full 1,000 feet from where you are to where it is. And then in front of the mansion is a rather large outdoor marketplace, which has been ripped apart. And you see maybe 10 skeletons sort of roaming around there. But like compared to this other side of the wall that you were just on, it looks almost completely empty on this side.
So this was like a wall between districts of the city, not a wall around the mansion necessarily.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. And about 50 feet away, there are stairs that lead you down into the city below.
I think we've got to just keep running.
And you said it's 30 feet down on this other side as well?
Yeah.
Off the wall?
Yeah, but there are stairs. There are stairs that are near you. You can take down.
Oh, I thought you were saying they were going the other direction into the city, but
no. This is like stairs that you can get
Go ahead.
toward
get off the wall, John. Don't stop till you get enough.
Well, yeah, I start ushering everybody to the stairs to get off the wall.
Okay.
And I make another shadow.
All right.
And
and you guys are going to be running there?
I'm going to teleport myself down to the ground.
Okay. Unbelievable you can do that over and over again.
And start running kind of along the wall, not getting more than 30 feet from the shadow, but I'll be making a little bit of extra noise. I might be able to lead some of these things away.
Okay.
Wait, you're leading the few of them away that are on the inside.
Yeah, away from you guys. And you guys go down the stairs.
Okay.
All right.
And my shadow is with you guys.
Got it. Eabis is going to be cheeky and cast Create Bonfire on just one of them that's down below.
Okay.
Just like on the floor underneath and like on a skeleton, and see if she can't just catch them all on fire.
Okay.
I wish I had like a fucking like oil drop. That would be fucking badass right now. Just like throw some oil and just see if I can't light them all on fire. So they're all just like kindling, but they're, like ashes by the time we get back. But hey, so create bonfire on the ground over there on the outer side that we just came from, and then down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, they're burning up and they're crowding around the wall where you are too. So that bonfire it's cooking. It's doing some damage to them. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming you guys are now going to be running toward the mansion.
Running
with our heads on a swivel.
Okay. So it's very much like before when you were running through the lower city. But as you are moving through the upper city here, there's just way fewer undead. Like there's still some. They're not paying you much mind at all until you're about you sort of keep on this road. You pass a square. The houses are all low here. Like I said, one story. And then before you get to the mansion, you are about to enter in the marketplace area. And as you enter the main street of the marketplace, there's overturned grain baskets. You can tell there was a fishmonger here, although the fish is all rotten and you smell it. It smells of death and it smells of decay and
in the middle of the square we see 2 flesh golems and 2 undead ogres.
you do recognize though that the skeletons that are in the square are wearing the clothes of fishmongers and like farmers and butchers. And you hear them as you get closer begin to cackle and scream. And you know you've fought skeletons like this before.
You love these guys.
And as you are, well, someone loves these guys. And as you are, you shoot each other knowing looks, and you see a small girl, a human girl, with purple eyes step out from behind one of the baskets of grain. And it's dark here, but she has something in both hands. And you can't tell exactly what it is, but it's a kind of a purpley mist in her hands, and it is huge. And she looks at you and she says, "You won't make it to Father's house. You won't cleanse the city."
Are we sure it doesn't just look huge because she has tiny hands?
You son of a bitch. Yeah, it's really big.
Purple eyes, kill it, Dinfa!
You will not.
Has it been 10 minutes?
No.
Hell no.
All right. I race right at it. I send my shadow right at it.
Okay. You send
I'm
your
gonna
shadow
shoot
right
an
at it.
arrow at her.
I'm going to ask Desdemona if she knows who this is.
Desdemona looks and says, Do not, that is my niece. That is my niece. Do not harm her.
She is not herself.
Desdemona, something tells me that hesitance to harm people is what caused this whole mess in the first place.
Your father did this? To your niece?
He is not himself.
Are you saying the mayor is your brother?
The mayor is my brother.
Oh, I got the relationship wrong, but...
That is his daughter.
Are you saying your brother did this to your niece?
That is his daughter. Please do not.
Did we kill your brother back there?
No, I do not know who that was. That was not the mayor.
There was a moment with the last one where the purple faded and there was painful recognition.
Does it look like we can get to the book without dealing with her?
I mean,
she's seen us already.
You could try to run past her, and these screamers that are here to get to the mansion. You have to go through the marketplace. It's possible. I mean, some of you are really fast.
Some of you
I mean,
are
I should
not.
be fast. I'm an elf.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a tiefling and an elf.
Yeah, I mean, you're 30 feet. That's good.
Yeah.
That's fast.
Does anybody have sleep?
Look around you, Desdemona. There's thousands of people have been murdered here from this evil necromantic influence. I'm sad for your niece, but she is gone already.
How wide is the marketplace, Tom?
The marketplace is probably 600 feet. This road is probably 600 feet east-west. You're heading north.
Okay.
It's only about 30 feet. It's like basically one big boulevard that sort of goes around the mansion.
And how tight are the skeletons to her?
I mean, they're spread out. They're probably, right now, they're about 50 feet away from each other. They do not look like they are her army.
I'm gonna grab Desdemona by the arm.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
All right, no more games. You are a cleric. Turn the undead. Make a hole so we can get to the book and end this.
If you don't want us to harm her, it is the only way.
Fine. Follow me. And she pulls out her sigil of Shantae, and she says, "But she is not undead. Look at her. She is not undead. It is just the screamers."
Well, then we'll go around.
It's fine. Let's run, but do not hurt her.
What if she hurts us?
Don't hurt her.
I send my shadow closer to her.
Okay. Desdemona runs in front of you with her holy sigil up, and she says, "Away, foul beasts!" And 3 of the skeletons just pop out of existence, and she runs past her niece. And as she runs past her niece turns and swings this like weird gaseous thing that's in her hand. And it just rips open a cut on Desdemona's back. And she says, No, Claranda, please stop. Please do not hurt me. And she keeps running. And that is where we'll end episode 28 of The Goblin Market.
Help me, Claranda.
Maybe Claranda can explain almost all of it. No, that's a reach. John didn't like that one. Help me, Claranda was better. Yeah.
It's all right.
Help me, Claranda was really good.
Yeah, reaching for,
that was
Clarissa was, it was too good.
I almost said Clarice, and I was like, whoa, that's not going to work.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
Listen, I don't want to say our standards have gotten lax or anything, and I imagine if anyone has listened this through the entire first campaign and this far into the second campaign, they're probably on board with this already. But saying "help me, Claranda" was top notch.
Not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
Guys, I gotta think we can do better. Not on that particular instant, just in general. Yeah.
We should leave everybody. We should go into bonus mode. Clearly, we're already there mentally.
I can't believe that fireball. Okay,
yeah, all the good stuff. I can't wait to see what happens next. But yeah, let's talk about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! All right, well, thanks for coming by, everybody, and
see you on the bonus, brother.
Patreon.com/DungeonDads. Gonna get some more diphthong and schwa on the bonus. In case you missed the bonus for 26, it was a lot of diphthong and schwa.
Got a big raging bonus for you here, brother.
It was a lot of nonsense.
I think this is going to be a thick one. I think it's going to be a thick
real
bonus.
Thick one. Yeah, that's a big one. Thanks so much, brother.
All right. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Patreon.com/DungeonDads, because we have to mention it. And drop a 5-star review somewhere.
That's
Give
right.
us those
5 subscribes.
Somebody gave us a good
subscribes.
review on Apple. It was a while ago now, but they put 1 star. But all the words were nice, and I was like, "Are you trying
wait,
to
what are you
prove that you're
talking about?
like an actual person?" Or
Yeah, if that's you, fix it, please.
Yeah.
for like 3 1 stars or 2 1 stars. I don't know, but like that one's hurting
1
us.
star.
Yeah.
I love
They are
them.
the 1
Podcast
star
is great.
in my sky. Yeah.
Maybe there's only room for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in their life.
Maybe they did it on their Apple Watch.
Could be.
There's only like you can only like I don't know you can tap it.
There
I don't
can
know how
be
you
only
do it.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. Give
All
that
right,
star.
thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming
Thanks for
by.
coming by,
everybody.
everybody.